Hey, it's Bruce Ackerman here. I want to talk about marketing channels and things to do when you're getting started. None of these are hacks or overnight types of things to be able to soup up sales or anything like that. They're things that work long term that we found to be huge lead drivers and marketing channels for us. Some of them are things that we did well, and I'm glad we did them early on, and I'll talk about that. And some of them are things that I wish we would have started earlier. All right, so at Printavo, we have a bunch of different marketing channels as we really believe we need to be everywhere so that people can see us and see the brand and the company multiple times over and over and over. This is really helpful because everybody's just busy, and especially in this B2B space where we're dealing with small, medium-sized businesses, you're doing one thing and then you're doing 8 other things, and then you come back a month later and you totally forgot about it. It's not that we're ignoring anybody, but everybody is just so busy doing their own things. And so when you're trying to sell a product or a service or get some sort of attention, you have to be there and then be there again and then be there again, right, to be able to get that attention from them. And so I really thought about 4 different things that I think should be done as soon as you possibly can. Now, the first one to kick it off are trade shows. And trade shows are expensive. And so if you can't do it, 100% understand, but really focus on doing it as soon as possible. I really ignored this for quite a while, and mainly because of how expensive they are. I mean, you could spend easily 3 to 5 to 8 grand just going there, renting a booth, renting carpet, the space, travel, hotel, TV to display whatever you have, your products, tables, all that stuff to make yourself look really professional. And so there's such an expensive thing, and there's not just one, right? Maybe there's one big show, but there's usually many different shows that go out through the year. Now, one really good way to be able to crack into trade shows though is first, when you're ready, dive in and grab a booth next to somebody else who has really good foot traffic. Trade shows are everything, and when you're early, nobody is coming directly to be able to see you. So grab a space that's close by there, grab a nice 10 by 10, something small. If it's on a corner and you can afford to pay that, even better, because you'll get traffic from 2 different sides walking into the aisle. Now, the other thing to note about trade shows is you're gonna have to get way out of your comfort zone. I mean, you're literally going to have to be able to reach out and cold grab people almost and pull them in. We've perfected our sort of pitch, but everybody's is gonna be a little bit different. Something that asks somebody within 4 words about what they're doing, or what do they do, or what do they belong to, that piques up their interest, and then dive in to what value you bring. But do it as a question. Work to help them, not trying to pitch like what you have as if you're throwing a newspaper at them type, right? So trade shows, again, very, very helpful. The next big thing I find that was helpful is try to pre-schedule as many meetings as you can. So literally beforehand, if you've got leads or prospects that we're gonna be going there, email that whole list and say, hey guys, here's what we're gonna be at. Would love to be able to chat, swing on by. And that helps to be able to ease your nerves as far as if people are actually gonna be there to see you. The other thing that you really wanna be able to do at the trade shows is use them as a networking opportunity. Go around to other distributors, partners, competitors, things like that, everything, and just meet people. Carry your business card, chat with them, ask them about things, just learn about them, not with any specific goal just yet, but just being able to grab that network together. It is so much easier. It's going to pay huge dividends later when you try to build up more marketing partnerships or ideas or collaborations between other companies. So trade shows, big thing to really be able to dive into when you can, but doing it as soon as possible. Now, the next thing we actually did start doing earlier, and that's just content. I was really bad at writing. I mean, horrible. I can't focus on it. I get really distracted so easily. And so I was good at, though, making quick videos and helpful tips to our customers. We wanted to be a knowledge source to help our customers be able to grow their business. And they can use our software, but also just be able to help them and share that knowledge around there. So I just grabbed my laptop, the webcam on the top, and just started recording 5-10 minute videos. From there, edited it in iMovie, and then posted it on YouTube. I did this every morning for quite a while. So every morning for about 30-45 minutes, I'd get my notes together, I'd write it all down, and then I'd publish it out. And it was great. It was super helpful, and it really helped gain some notoriety in our industry. Now, we do this more intensely now, where we have more of a team to be able to help edit, to write a blog post with that too, and to post it on social. But it's so easy to be able to get started. And on top of it, you can use a service like Upwork.com, find somebody to be able to maybe help edit it for you, or help you queue it up and put it onto Buffer.com to post it out regularly. So do this, but not just do it initially. You gotta be really consistent. And so if it's every Monday that you're recording it, and you get yourself in the room and you record something like this, or you write it because you're a really good writer, whatever you're good at or passionate about, talk about that. Do it in that media that you feel comfortable with. Nobody's gonna feel comfortable with, by the way, recording video right away. It just gets time, and it takes time to be able to build that up. But then use that and keep publishing it out. It's huge, but it snowballs. It's not an overnight hack. It snowballs over and over and over time. And within a couple years, you really start to see that momentum, and that inertia builds and helps drive leads now into your business. Can't say enough about it. Now, the next one is something that we didn't start early enough. It was fairly early, but when I found these two platforms called Perfect Audience and AdRoll.com, you can use either or. They're for retargeting ads. So when somebody goes to your pricing page or your blog, a specific article that you wrote, or your homepage, for example, you want to be able to show them ads all across to be able to reach back out and maybe schedule a demo. Whatever that next action point is, get them to go click it, and then it redirects to a page that helps them perform that action. This is huge. Again, going back to what I was talking about at the beginning, everybody is just so slammed and busy. And so you need to show up many, many times for people to be able to know that, hey, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, let me go check back and see what's going on with that, right? Over and over and over. It's so easy to be able to do this now. You can show up on Google Display, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, whatever channels that you want to be able to do retargeting on. It's big. I think it's even more important than a lot of the other ad channels out there, although we can get into AdWords in another video. But this is somebody who went to your site, poked around, and you can even set up the settings to be, hey, they went to my pricing page and they went to 2 other pages, and now I'm going to start showing them ads. So that's AdRoll and Perfect Audience. We personally use perfectaudience.com because it gives, I think, a little bit more customization. Anyway, try either or. I think they're going to be really, really great and helpful, and we continue to invest heavily there in that too. And the last one that I want to talk about is drip campaigns. Now, there's so much to this marketing, click funnel, getting people into. With email drip campaigns, it goes back to the retargeting. People are busy, they need to be reminded. But with drip campaigns, you really want to make it as personal as possible. If you could hand write each email back, that would be huge. But depending on how many leads you have coming in, that may be very difficult. But the goal is to ask them, hey, are you looking for this to be able to help you out with? Are you looking for, or did you have any questions about our pricing page, for example? Anything that's more specific and is very personalized to them is going to be huge. You can add some resources, free downloadables, anything that can add value back into their business is going to be massive to be able to help get them to come back to you guys. For email drip campaigns, we use intercom.com, and I think it works really great. All of our users that come in get tagged with some sort of information about them, and then we send out campaigns that way within the first really week or two when it's super, super relevant. Because you want to get them when it's very warm and they're ready to get going and they remember you. So email campaigns, I'm sure there's others, MailChimp, Drip.com, there's plenty of others out there, but get on that one too. So those are 4 big ones: trade shows, content, retargeting, and drip campaigns. If you guys have questions about this or getting started, drop a comment down below and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much.